What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're back with I hate Pokemon FireRed. Give it up for day... Honestly, how many days has it been? Day 83. That's how it... Day 900. 3,000 years. Chat, I've been working away on the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald layouts and stuff. I'm ready to go. Well, no, I'm not quite ready, but I've started on the thumbnail and I've started on the stream layout. So listen, FireRed, your time, I mean, we'll probably still be doing FireRed versus LeafGreen. FireRed has, unfortunately, too long of a way to go. But it'd be nice to get some progress before Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald dropped. It'd be nice to get some progress, you know? Just a little bit. Just one shiny. Anyway, what's up with you, chat? Any good shinies lately? Play any good games? Anything going on? Whoops. Come on, LeafGreen. Keep your head in the game. We're probably gonna go over odds tonight in LeafGreen, by the way, chat. Boy. Alright, there we go. I've also been thinking about who I want to shiny hunt when Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald come out. There's so many good choices. There are truly too many good choices. Alright, let's switch grass patches, chat, as is tradition. Again, hasn't worked out for me. This strategy of switching grass patches has not worked out for me. all my little tricks, they don't work. The game's like, meh, fang out away. The game does not appreciate my little tricks. We're playing some Red Dead 2, nice. GX summon ticket. I finally pulled Aegiachusmon from the pity system. I should have up on, actually, now that you say that. It's been a pretty rainy-ish day here today, chat, so it's been cozy. What am I doing? I'm opening up. Hey, the 170 stream streak, let's go. Oh, I was just in Rocky Ridge earlier tonight too. It's funny you say that. I wanted to go to the Everything Island. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, it's thundering, chat. It was a dark and stormy night when the shiny finally showed up, question mark? Ooh, it's thundering. What was I saying? I misplaced the mysterious goggles for being able to go to Cloud Islands in Pokopia, so I had to do like a world tour looking in every chest I had. It's really stupid that they require an item just to go to a Cloud Island. Because there were a few... I never gave Sableye a home, and I didn't have the backpack, so I had to go to the Everything Island to take a picture of the backpack to give Sableye his little home. Oh, it was poured for you too. What's funny is that it was also raining in like every single land in Pokopia. I really like when it rains in Bubbly Basin. When it rains in Bubbly Basin, it gets really, okay, I might not be selling it, but it gets kind of like green and murky. It's nice. Jirachi does not have a home yet. I got Sableye finally housed. Jirachi's next. Butterfree or Morlul? I like Morlul's shiny a lot. I think it's quite underrated. Speaking of brown and yellow, my best segue of all time. I was looking into some used Switch 1s. The Let's Go, I guess it's because the Let's Go Switch was kind of, was it one of the first themed Switch 1s? It's kind of a rarer one, it seems. It's even hard to find, like, you can find shells of all the Splatoon consoles, the Animal Crossing console. Did I say all the Zelda ones? I have all the Zelda ones. But it's hard to find the brown and yellow Joy-Con shells, and it's very hard to find the dock. I actually quite like the Let's Go console dock. But finding docks is difficult. We're getting some Nidoran female early. Good sign? Question mark? Was it the earliest? That would make sense. Because I swear it's more difficult to find than other consoles. You can find the Scarlet Violet one really easy too. Like you can find the Scarlet Violet shells and everything. But that's what I was... I mean, there was a well-priced used one on eBay, but it didn't come with the dock. It was just the console. Which it's like, I kind of need the dock. I kind of need the dock, I'm afraid. 3600, nice. What stage am I on? I'm at the point where I lose all the time. Like, my Imperial Dramon consistently gets bodied. I mean, it's helped that I've leveled my Tamer... What am I? I'm Tamer rank 17 now, which gives you a absolute boatload of extra stats. But I'm at stage 5,784. Happy lurkin'. Button grip fell off. Oh no. Remember, chat, if you still have Joy-Con issues, you can send them into Nintendo. I'm pretty sure they still offer that. So if you ever have like drift or any issues with them, you could send your Joy-Cons in. I really should do that for my original Switch 1 Joy-Cons because they started drifting bad. But I'm scared because they're the red ones. They're the Mario Odyssey red ones, and what if they give me, like, gray ones in return? Because I don't think you're guaranteed the same color? What's up, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, they'll fix them for free. This happened because of all the drifting. All the drifting problems. Which, has anybody Switch 2 Joy-Cons drifted? I have not heard any problems, really, from anyone with Switch 2 Joy-Con drift. Is that a thing? Did Nintendo actually, like, fix that? Yeah, sometimes Joy-Con drift, it's like how... I don't know, it feels like a weird science. There's a weird science to it, if that makes any sense. Chewed up rubber on the stick? Aw. Oh, this mint is too spicy. Because I'm using just like a cheap third-party Joy-Con on my original Switch one. And I think they're malfunctioning, because sometimes they hold a charge and then sometimes they're like, oh, the battery's dead. They have lights in them. Where's Lego Garchomp? Good news, chat. I made some space in my Garchomp collection. It's sitting there. Umbreon and the trophy and the Pokeball are still on my desk, though. I haven't found places for them yet, but Garchomp does. She got a home. Just had to finagle some figures. Move a few things around. No, nothing like... You're on break, you just want a moment of peace. That's that's annoying. Yeah. Does Lego Umbreon deserve a home? After the blood, sweat, and tears of putting it together, for now, yes. But I just have no space. I have no space for things like this. Oh, Shiny Pichu, fun. Shiny Pichu was the very first Masuda hunt that I ever did, fun fact. I tried out Masuda method for the first time, I think it was in Sun. Because I did a lot of chain fishing and friend safari stuff in X and Y, and then I slowly started getting into more like general shiny hunting stuff, and I finally tried Masuda in Sun and Moon. I got it too. I got that Pichu. I got the Masuda hunted Pichu. So that's pretty cool. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're back once again with FireRed. Makes me very sad. You don't gaff about. Speaking of Switch stuff, chat, I saw a tweet today that made me chuckle. Let's see, where am I? Where's my thing? I guess a general question for y'all as well, but it's been over a year since the Switch 2 came out, and I'm genuinely curious if anyone has ever clicked this button ever. I don't know a single person that uses game chat at all. Neither do I! Does anyone use the C button? The game chat button? Why did they even do this? Why? Yeah, I press it by accident. Same. Same. I hit it instead of the camera button. That happens to me more than I'd like to admit, honestly. But, yeah, I don't know who uses that button. Certainly not me. I don't know, what Nintendo executive was like, yeah, we gotta have a game chat button on the console itself. It kind of seems like a miss to me, is all I'm saying. Dual hunting FireRed LeafGreen on their Switches, nice, good luck. It never goes full screen. Yeah, they did! They did hype it up! I remember when they started doing directs and marketing for the Switch 2, they're like, oh my god, you guys, guess what? We have game chat. And even back then, it was like, okay, do you have anything else, though? Next. Picture-in-picture is pretty limited. Witchbrook. I'm interested in Witchbrook if it ever releases. If that game's been, like, teased for 10 years, I don't think that's an exaggeration either. It's literally been, like, a decade. If the game ever comes out, I'll play it. Absolutely. We're gonna give this internet chatting thing a try. Nintendo so often just forces their own... It kind of reminds me of the Nintendo Music app, where it's like, instead of being convenient and easy for everybody, they're like, yeah, you gotta use our app if you want to listen to our music. Oh, everybody on the planet uses, like, Discord to communicate now? Well, you gotta use our game chat thing. It's like they try to strong-arm you into using their own features, and their own features are usually half-baked. The Wii remotes. I have a great fondness for the Wii. I miss the Wii era. Yeah, exactly. They want to lock you into their ecosystem. That's a perfect way of putting it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that weird app. It felt like it came from 2011. Yeah, I press it accidentally all the time. The C button, and then I'm pissed. Sometimes it's like, I'm just trying to hit, like, the camera button, and I forget where it is, and I hit the chat button. I'm like, damn it, that's not what I meant to hit. It's like the new Discord update for mobile, where they put the GIF nitro, like, way too far on the right. So half the times when I send my messages on Discord mobile, I hit the gift nitro thing, which, fuck off. I hate Discord. I hate them. You will never get me to buy Nitro. Never. I will never buy it. I will never buy Nitro. And speaking of Discord, this GTA 6 leaker stuff's getting serious, chat. Any of y'all been following this? This, they're not just hunting the leaker. Take-Two got court approval to pull personal info, email, phone number, IP, device IP, or IDs from over 100,000 Discord users across multiple servers trying to find the leaker. Just complete bystanders. Bystanders, even, who had nothing to do with the leaks. Documents to be produced under subpoena. Yikes. I saw somebody say that their stock went down. I didn't check that to see if that's actually true, but the leaker threatened to release a full build, I think. I think the leaker threatened to release a full build. I'll believe it when I see it. To me, that reads as a bluff. If you have a real working version of the game, do it. You won't. Bet. What's up, everybody? How's it going? A dead man switch. That's a sick term. A dead man switch. Yeah, me too, Cacturn. I'm just here with popcorn in my hands being like, hell yeah. Watching the chaos unfold. I don't have a dog in this race. I ain't buying GTA 6. I don't have a PlayStation, so... They won't. Yeah, it's like, if you have one, do it. Do it, you won't. Because I feel like we've seen this type of song and dance with a lot of video game leaker hacker types before. If you got it, post the proof. Receipts or it didn't happen. Yes, it is some good old-fashioned video game drama. And it's funny because it's like, you know, obviously I feel for the hardworking devs who probably got crunched into oblivion to work on this game, but it is kind of funny to think about all the panicking executives, like all the Take-Two guys in their boardroom being like, oh my god, how did this happen? Yeah, I heard they were trying to like do like a crypto thing, which is like, of course. Am I sad that Pokemon Bank's gonna end next year? I think it sucks. It's not something that really affects me, but I think it sucks. I feel like Game Freak has the money and resources to keep it going indefinitely if they wanted to. Or to come up with a better solution. Yeah, I mean, Take-Two is quaking right now. They clearly want to find this guy. Who knows? I guess we'll see if, his name is like Leak something. Leak is in like a far-fetched leak. We'll see if Mr. Leak will end up actually making good on their big words. Their big talk. Did their stock drop though? I should Google that. Has it dropped? Yeah? I don't know how to read a stock chart. How do you read this? Yeah? Yeah, there we go. They're down by 0.53 today. Zoinks. Take-Two Interactive Software. $1 million. So they've lost 5.88 points the past 5 days. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. The 1 month chart. This stuff has only been happening for like the past week, hasn't it? Winds and Waves. I want Winds and Waves new trailer. I want a trailer. I don't want to wait till Pokemon Day next year. But I think we're gonna have to. Ooh, it's storming, chat. It was a dark and stormy night. Why does that moment from the Fairly Odd Parents always stick with me? That cracked me up. I love Wanda. Wanda goes, "It was a dark and stormy night when the ninjas attacked." I think I might have referenced that in a school essay that I wrote at one point. Good night, and Perry. Have a good one. Yeah, I love Wanda. I mean, Cosmo's great too, but Wanda doesn't get her flowers. What's up, Nighthawk? Oh man, it's storming for everybody today. Yeah, I saw there was like a video from Epcot where it was like a massive storm blew in and people were like getting jostled. It was so windy. that time of year, I guess. The last storms of summer. Deadly Premonition. A great game. Starting to get Christmas stuff. I feel like there's still back to school stuff out. We gotta get the back to school stuff out of here for Halloween. Espathra. Thankfully, the stream where I got to master rank and champions, I think I had an Espathra free night. It was a miracle. It was Arceus Divine Intervention. I was spared. It's the best part. Ooh, get Victini. That's fun. I gotta replay Gen 5 at some point. There's a few gens that are due for a replay. Arceus. 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 Atreus. Come on, LeafGreen. We're gonna hit over odds tonight on LeafGreen, unless... Also... this, as soon as I saw this tweet, I'm like, I know we're talking about this on stream. As soon as I saw this tweet, I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. We've been getting a lot of Game Freak interviews lately. They've been kind of shy for the past few years after Dexit. But we've been getting some interviews with some of these guys lately. So Game Freak, let me just read the tweet. Game Freak has confirmed in an interview that they expect that the classic turn-based battle system may disappear or heavily change in future main series Pokemon games. And Pokemon Champions was created to preserve the classic gameplay moving forward. I don't like that. So, what... I feel like they're talking about, like, what if... Isn't that what the Legend series is for, though? Like, is this not why the Legend series exists? Like, I thought this was what the Legend series was for, to change up some of the basic, like, turn gameplay. I don't like this one bit. And then, that's the Pokemon Unite guy. But I think he might be right here. I've been talking about this nonstop, and I know some people haven't agreed, but I think it's pretty clear that Champions was created to preserve a style of Pokemon battles that will no longer exist in the mainline games. Uh-oh. Why does everything need to be changed and reinvented? Like, why can't things... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh my god, this tweet. ZA Glazers did this by making Game Freak think they cooked with the laziest real-time combat system ever implemented. Every time I see this Zamazenta guy on my timeline, he's hating on ZA. From the mechanics of the active mainline series. Literally anything but spamming buttons. I have seen some people say that they think this should happen. Choosing moves with lower cooldowns and spamming them doesn't seem like a very engaging mechanic to me. Honestly, good. There shouldn't be one type of major Pokemon game. Seeing that with... But Pokopia is a spin-off game, though, dude. Big note for me. This franchise crashes hard for the stupidity and the decisions they are making. Let's read the quote tweets. It's over, and that's all right. Oh no. Turn-based battles are a hindrance. Are they though? What's wrong with them? I just don't understand what's wrong with them. And I posted this in the Discord, and one of you brought up Final Fantasy, but hasn't that not been popular in Final Fantasy? Like, Final Fantasy keeps trying to be like action games now. And classic core Final Fantasy people don't like that. Game Freak keeping the MAME formula turn-based with 4 moves, catching cool, cute mons is one of the big reasons Pokemon has kept its relevance. Yeah, I would agree with that. Did not watch JRPG fans shit on Pokemon for years, changing up its formula only to now respond to this negatively. I don't know, I feel like you're... Like, what are you talking about? If that's the case, Pokemon's dead to me. Es el fin de Pokemon. Final nail in the coffin for me on modern Pokemon. See, why people keep echoing this sentiment. How many people have been asking Pokemon to change their gameplay? Like, that's not something I feel like I've observed. Like, the core Pokemon system is fine. It's just, you know, everything else, you know, having actual other parts of the gameplay to complement it. I hate this, I'm not gonna lie. The Legend ZA system is absolute shit. I don't get the hate for turn-based combat. I don't either. TikTok kids are incapable of playing it, thinking it's not dynamic. Why? I don't know, chat. I don't know. Everything that was great about Pokemon is disappearing. Or at least being phased out. See, the Legends games seem to be selling well. Why can't we keep both? Why are we gonna, like, change up all of a sudden 2 Legends games in? I don't know, what could they do to turn-based Pokemon combat that would spice it up? And wouldn't be annoying. I can't think of a system that would work. Not to say that there isn't one that would, but I just can't picture it, personally. People can't stall in ZA. I mean, I'd argue some of those competitive matches where everybody was bringing Porygon 2, that was the closest you could get. I hate P2. Fewer redundant items. I completely agree with that, but I feel like these are 2 separate things. And again, all those people that were like, oh, everybody's been asking for different gameplay. Have they, though? I feel like people want more out of your basic Pokemon experience, but that doesn't have anything to do with, like, the turn-based combat of it all. Oh, you just started ZA, the game's holding you hostage. Enjoy your, like, 2-hour tutorial before the game will allow you to be free. I mean, it kind of seems like IVs are dead. Seriously, I can't wait for Winds and Waves. There's so many things we've got to figure out about those games. Levitate, Gengar. It's time to return to fundamentals. It's time to go back to basics. I remember the Legends Arceus tutorial being a little on the long side too, but I don't think it was as long as ZA. And I have to reiterate, that the Legend games are meant for an older audience, and we know this from Game Freak themselves. They have the pitch. We've seen the pitch in the Terra League, which really confuses me then because they've made it so tutorial heavy. It's like, are these supposed to be for older fans or what? You think older fans are all illiterate? We need a hours-long tutorial. Yeah, being able to skip cutscenes and stuff, absolutely. It explained what a Pokemon trainer was. I don't even remember that. Oh, you're doing the DK Bonanza challenge? Good luck. I remember that type of thing in Sword and Shield where Hop is like, wow, you know that fire's good against grass. You're like so smart and stuff. And rolling my eyes at that. Yeah, it would be nice to have access to Pokemon with field moves and stuff. Being able to Earthquake an entire outbreak and... Like, if I could have Earthquaked all those awful Dondozo and gotten it quickly, that would have been really nice. I think there's certainly elements that they could take from the Legends games and put them in the mainline games. But I don't think the combat system is anything to write home about. It doesn't need to... Sometimes I just prefer the simplicity of the turn-based combat. Pokemon have the power to shrink themselves. Every Pokemon has built-in minimize. Making the NPCs stupid. I mean, there's barely... I feel like the NPCs in Scarlet and Violet are so sparse. Like, Paldea's kind of a barren wasteland. There's so little going on. Outside of the clumsy spawned-in Pokemon, there's barely anyone out there. Like, occasionally you'll come across a few student NPCs or, like, the Dragon Tamers, but it's such a barren, empty place. Yeah, Hatman, I agree. The cities are just whatever. Feels like Gmod. Seriously, Scarlet Violet might be the most liminal Pokemon game. You can just go find like a weird geometry corner where like the flat grass meets that awful rock texture and you can feel like you're in the back rooms. No, they just stand there because, and again, we know this from one of the beta builds of Scarlet and Violet, the NPCs were going to roam. One of the beta builds had the NPCs roaming around, but clearly that must have broke something and they had to turn it off. What's up, Debbie Day Day? The ghost bag. weird to think about Scarlet and Violet's, like, bugs and things like that, because Pokemon has never been a franchise known for that type of thing. Like, there's always been, you know, every game has its bugs and glitches, but a lot of games are known for them. And the Pokemon franchise has never been one of them. Yeah, is it enough, like, not enough RAM, or Game Freak's developers just can't figure it out? I still think my favorite Scarlet Violet glitch, I mean, the Awooga eyes is a classic. I think everybody thought those were funny. Yes, like Bethesda. But my favorite was the delayed moon. So somebody posted a clip online where the moon, like, sped into place as if it was late for an audition. That's the funniest one. 8,000! Only 192 until I'm hitting full odds in LeafGreen. And 27k, yeah, whatever, FireRed, whatever. Whatever, FireRed, whatever. Like, what type of online is Winds and Waves even going to have? I actually, which I've always been a big fan of the raids, but I did save this tweet today as well, because I thought it was kind of interesting. But yeah, the original tweet says, I low-key need Pokemon to step away from raid battles. They've been getting a little too trigger-happy with that concept. And then Luchu said, genuinely insane for the first open-world Pokemon game's only real side content to be wholly disconnected from its open world. That's... I never thought about it like that, but... do they elaborate on this? Pokemon Go did irreversible damage to the series. That I agree with. 100%. Never show me PLZA's raid gauntlet-ass plot again. Wait a second to get to next move. Wait a second for it to register. Yeah, the Terra raids are so buggy. They're so buggy. Ticking timer that still ticks when you can't do anything. I thought this was interesting because I've never seen anybody be like, yeah, I hate the raids. Dynamax Adventures pisses you off because if you don't have a team of people, some are just unbeatable with bots. I don't know, are video games not... I don't know. That's... I get what they're saying. Kirby. They just need polish. Using them as a plot device. Man, is it? I think it's pouring rain out right now. Never liked raid. Interesting. I didn't realize raid battles had haters. You need to get pretty lucky. Yes, you do. I mean, part of the fun is the challenge, though. Like, I don't think everything needs to be super easy. Like, yes, it's really annoying and it sucks that you have to pay for NSO now. Like, that's the elephant. The Dawn fan Caparaja in the room is that you have to pay for NSO, which sucks. They're too trigger happy with a lot of concepts. The problem with raids is that it constantly demands that you wait. Had too short or too punishing of a life/time system. Kind of cool, but in Sword and Shield, but it got old quickly. Being able to use your entire team at once, that would be kind of neat. That would be kind of neat. Oh, playing Pokemon White? Wow, a lot of people are playing Gen 5 now. That's fun. Don't hate raid battles. Think they're nice. Just don't like how the NPCs don't help at all. Or just a huge inconvenience. Yeah, you could definitely criticize the brain-dead NPCs. That's totally valid criticism. As much as I love Dynamax Adventures. Like, what can you say to the NPCs? They botched the raids in Scarvi so bad I don't want to see them in a future game. I'm over it. Enough is enough. Interesting. Charmander's the only Pokemon still on the screen. Yeah, it'd be like that. I just want it under 30k. Under 30k and I'll be A-OK. I mean, I won't be okay, but... just let me move on. You don't remember a single Terra raid where you felt like you actually contributed to the battle? Yeah, the Terra raids in Scarlet Violet needed like another 6 months in the oven. Both conceptual-wise and code-wise. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Just hit 27k for FireRed, and we're about to hit full odds in LeafGreen for the very first time. Oh, hunting the gift pan pour. Nice. Good luck. Monkey. I think the best part about Dynamax Adventures is that you get to shiny hunt legendaries. The raids in Scarlet and Violet just... I mean, obviously you want to win against, like, the big boys, the marked high-star raids. But there's just not as cool of an incentive to do them. Oh, is the Pokopia bundle hard to find? Pokemon in Unreal Engine. If you want to play an Unreal Engine, isn't BDSP Unreal Engine? Yeah, I didn't catch a single legendary in Scarlet Violet's DLC. I didn't catch a single one. They didn't give a shit. They just haphazardly threw them all over the map. You can't shiny hunt them. I hate when people call things like lazy, especially in game development, but come on. It felt like they had 5 minutes to get the DLC out the door, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll put Kyogre here, and, Rayquaza, I don't know, put him here, and... Okay, we're done. And shiny lock them. Make sure you shiny lock them. That's another thing I'm very curious to see. Are they going to be as brutal in Gen 10 with the shiny locks as they were in Scarlet Violet? They were kind of nasty with them in Gen 8, too. Less so. You could shiny hunt the new Regis, which is kind of incredible. But you can't get Calyrex or Urshifu, blah, blah, blah. You can shiny hunt some of the legends in ZA. Who? Which ones? I'm fairly certain they're all locked. And of course, all the mythicals in the game are locked, because, you know, no fun allowed. God forbid I ever get shiny Marshadow or any of those. Oh, just the Swords of Justice? Yeah. The Swords of Justice and Latios and Latias. I've got like 10 copies of them at this point. I want the real shit, Game Freak. Hand over Cub Fu. Yeah, the D-list legendaries. We got the backup band of legendaries that we can shiny hunt. Yay! I shiny hunted all the legendaries that you can in the DLC and ZA, and they're both videos are up on my YouTube channel. Actually, I think I did 3 videos. One, did I do I did Latios, Latios, the swords, and then a compilation. I just can't imagine a world in where the sharders. That's what it's called when you can't shiny hunt the starter. We haven't been able to shiny hunt the new starters in so long. I just can't see a world where they let us. They better fix eggs in Gen 10. I better not get another half-assed, awful picnic system again, please. I mean, we're going back to like Gen 7. We don't even have Cosmog yet. We've got legendaries from going back many gens now that they've just not allowed us to shiny hunt. And even farther if we're talking mythicals like Victini. It sucks. A mini game? I guess that would depend. Is it a fun mini game or is it a tedious mini game? I mean, I kind of... Again, my favorite game to do Masuda in is just Sword and Shield. There's just that one straight route. You talk to the daycare lady, you get your egg, you hatch your egg, you go on your merry way. I don't have to set up like multiple timers. You just plop 2 Pokemon in and boom. Easy. Victini is shiny locked for life. You will never be shiny, Victini. Never. Never will you ever be shiny. Yeah, Hoopa would be fun too. Man, Hoopa was the perfect Pokemon to get for ZA. After all the nightmare that little gremlin made us go through with the donuts, come on. So many uninstalls. Hooper emote. I have those. Sent into the Shadow Realm. Listen, Volcanion, you're just gonna hang out in the basement for all of time, okay? Did we talk about this, chat? I can't remember. Pokemon Horizons will be the final weekly Pokemon anime. Starting in Gen 10, the Pokemon anime will be seasonal with a shorter fixed number of episodes. I don't think we did talk about this. I mean, that's fine. Horizons really seems like it's running on empty right now. Didn't I see, They're doing like a contest. Hold on. Yeah. They're doing Liko messes up in a contest. I saw, where was it? It was like, people are laughing, say that the contest stage budget got cut. It's just like this outdoor cheap looking venue. Don't worry, Liko and Dot, they couldn't Mega Evolve, but we're sure gonna have Liko do a contest, because contest is for women. That's what girls do. Yeah. Yeah. Every Poke girl in the anime only wants to do contests. Yeah, it's funny. Funny, isn't it? They couldn't even afford an indoor venue. Why is she using Roy's Skeledirge and not her Armarouge? Somebody made a comment that I thought was interesting. Where is it? It was about Horizon's heavy reliance on starters. Yeah, Horizons is bizarrely dependent on its starters. They've Liko borrow Skeledirge and Quaquaval instead of using her own Pokemon. That's so weird. Why? Why is she using Skeledirge and Quaquaval? They're not even her Pokemon. What? Why? Horizon sucks. It seems like it should have been a much shorter show. I totally understand if that rumor's true, that they're going for a shorter schedule with the anime for Gen 10. The character designs are getting weirder and weirder. In Horizons, yeah, I mean, that Ditto girl is honestly just, like, unappealing to look at. Like, what's her problem? Let me get there's, like, a screenshot of her. Like, ew. Why does she have, like, Pokeball eyes? Normally, they're pretty good when it comes to these human character designs, but I don't know. This one I don't think is a winner. Like, don't look into her eyes. Creepy. Like, the color palette's just off here. What's up, Galaxy? I think that's supposed to be, like, Pokopia rep too. Like, Ditto is just hanging around now because they ran out of ideas. They ran out of ideas. But yeah, that weird design. I mean, Horizons felt weird from the start. Why did they feature so heavily Rayquaza and Zygarde over Koraidon and Miraidon? Even when the Ash anime was still airing, it feels like they kind of skipped over Gen 8. Like, why are the new generations not really the point anymore? I mean, maybe the anime guys were like, wow, that story, the Sword and Shield, we're not doing Chairman Rose. The hell with that. You couldn't pay us to make a story about this crap. Being more of a nothing burger. Yeah, it definitely feels that way. I don't like the cast of characters. Like, Liko and Roy are fine. I guess Dot's okay, but I really don't like the green-haired boy. Like, they feel like they have no chemistry with each other. Like, Ash, Brock, and Misty, you know, the goats. I liked all their interactions and dialogue with each other. I'm not feeling the team chemistry, is all I'm saying. I'm not feeling the team chemistry. Hatterene, I see that. Max, everyone's least favorite Pokemon anime character. Besides Tobias. Yeah, how many more evil CEO chairmans are we gonna get as villains in Pokemon? Like, when is enough enough? Also, the call is coming from inside the house. Let's have that shrewd Mr. Salaryman as the villain in one of these games. He could be a great villain. I feel like Max was a popular character archetype that a lot of shows did, like the annoying, like, little know-it-all bratty boy character. Yeah, what did Jet even amount to? Like, you barely even speak to Jet. Yeah, Cacturn, I think that's a good change, actually, making Jet the mayor and not the CEO. Some random company CEO. Who's Jet, exactly? She is the old lady who runs Quasartico in ZA. And she's, Urbane Tawny's grandma. That's the twist. That's basically why she exists. She can be like, oh, you are my grandson, daughter. Wow. Anyway. What's up, everybody? Jirachi Wishmate. Well, I like the Deoxys movie a lot, too. Those are my two favorite Gen 3 era movies. Yeah, Jet makes me think of Jet from Avatar: The Last Airbender or Jet the Bird from Sonic. Jet the Bird, Jet the Bird. There's no going back. Max is super overhated. I feel that way about Tracy. Also, heads up, Twitch chat ads are gonna play, but you probably won't miss much. Did Destiny Deoxys come out before Emerald? Is that why? I don't even remember. That was too long ago. I don't think Tracy's forgettable. I love his old Scyther. I love his old man Scyther. That kind of ruled. And his Meryl. His Meryl was cute. JetX. Yeah, Pokemon Origins was great. That's the best Pokemon animation content, are those, like, once every few years little shorts that they do. Little short series. His geriatric Scyther. Yes, his Venonat! I love Venonat. Yeah, Tracy had some great mons. Code Lyoko. People just hate change. Which, like, I get it, but I don't know. Brock came back. It was fine. He's not dead. He didn't return to his home planet. Jackie Chan Adventures. One more thing. I know people have done like 3D printed fan-made versions, but they should release like an official talisman set. Yeah, I was a Kids WB kid too. I wonder how challenging it was for the writers on like whatever's and what even season did Ash's anime end on? How challenging was it for the writers to come up with Team Rocket plots after like 5,000 episodes? Okay, so this time Team Rocket will be in their submarine. No, we already did that. They're gonna be in their Meowth balloon. We've already done that like 500 times. They're gonna have... They're gonna be doing something. Yeah, this time they'll try stealing Pikachu disguised as... Remember when they tried to make Team Rocket like more edgy and they got like black outfits? Remember that point? 25. What's up, Johnny? Pikachu kidnaps Team Rocket. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the Gen 10 anime actually featuring the playable boy and girl characters. Like, we haven't gotten to see... It's kind of a shame we never got to see, like, Gloria. You should have... I mean, I guess you could hear her in, like, Pokemon Masters, but that's not the same. Real life events happen. I can't even remember what you're talking about. That's like, why does this happen to fives? It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds with the cult stuff that went on and like dramatically altered the show. The only real evil team that unalived a Pokemon. Yeah, Team Galactic did bomb, like, several locations. Surely there were casualties. I know Getsis has personally probably... He has a Pokemon body count, let's be real. Or Magikarp. Where's all the Gyarados spawning in every body of lake in new Pokemon games? They should have been there. Team Galactic wouldn't have got away with that if all the Gyarados were there. Getsis is canonically, I think, our only character that has pushed a child. Woo! It's thundering. It's stormy out, chat. Big storms. FireRed is on my Switch 2, and LeafGreen is on my Switch 1. He backhanded her. Jesus. Did we really need that, honestly? Like, we know he's evil, jeez. Getsis has issues, he does. I think he's personally the most evil, the most morally corrupt of all Pokemon villains. Like, even Giovanni has been shown to, you know, have something going for him. Some honor, maybe, you know, a little bit of respect. Getsis has none of that. There are no redeeming qualities with Getsis, correct. He does kick Lillipups for fun. Colress was weird. I was just thinking that. I'm not a big Colress fan. Is that a hot take? Like, his cameo in, what was it, Sun and Moon was just like, why the hell are you here? Do you expect me to stand up and clap, Game Freak? I just did not... I don't see what people get in that character, personally. He's just, like, kind of robotic scientist man. Giovanni is classy. He's a classy guy. Almost just walked out of the power plant. Anti-hero science dudes. Yeah, I don't know. I've never found him to be that memorable of a character. But he seems to be very beloved for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's like we take your pick from evil scientist guys in Pokemon. Because he has cool hair. Charon, man. Who remembers him? Sharon? Charon? I don't know if I've ever said that character's name out loud. Sharon. He was kind of an aura loss for Galactic, if we're being real. Everybody loves Galactic admin, Saturn, Mars. But then who loves that guy? He's just kind of like a little gremlin Dr. Robotnik-ass character. He actively siphons off aura from Team Galactic. Chud. Ugh, Zero Sick might be the worst one. I want Mirror B back too. He's the GOAT. Hated that we still don't know who Ash's father is. That was never going to be solved or addressed, ever. That was definitely one of those things where it's like left to the imagination of the viewer. They were never going to address that. I've gotten all my Digimon to Mega. I'm trying to get the Vmon portrait on my Imperial Dramon now. Put Ash back in the anime, except he's a fat, bald loser. That would be too close to home for some of the scalpers. Nick, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. More Booper emotes in the world. Always a good thing. Pokemon short where Ash missed his dad by like 5 minutes. Didn't he talk about his dad in like the Zarude movie for like 2 sentences or something like that? Is that like one of the few times that happened? Or did I make that up? Did I imagine that? We've talked about this, but it's very interesting how they've kept the single parent thing for the majority of Pokemon games. Now we got 100 more to go to hit odds. Dada Zarude. Yeah, it's like a name that came right out of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Yeah, you get a dad in Gen 3 and it's frickin' Norman who abandons you and your mom to just go back to the gym. Frickin' Norman. He's not winning any awards. His dad doesn't exist. I don't think so either. I think that's the main reason why it'll never get addressed, because they just never thought of it. Yeah, where's Norman at the beginning of the game? How does that situation even work? Has he lived there? Did he commute? Where did you live before? How does that situation even work? Was Zarude the last movie? It was, yes. We haven't gotten a single Pokemon movie since. Giovanni. That was always the rumor, the thing we like to talk about as kids. Yeah, where's our single dad protagonist raised by a single dad, huh, Game Freak? Huh? Where's the love for dad? Oh, Silver's mom is Ariana. The redhead. I think that's pretty clear. At least my interpretation of it. The admin. Oh, things getting a little saucy in Team Rocket HQ. Knowing that they'll never get him. The Pokemon musical Giovanni is Ash's dad. Doesn't Giovanni have enough neglected children? How many neglected children does Giovanni have? Mr. Mime's the stepdad. He's the dad that stepped up, actually. Oh, you're playing through Gold. That's fun, Galaxy. The Celebi event was great in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It was. It also fueled the fire for a lot of people that... I mean, I guess it depends on your interpretation of it, but... It almost seems like Giovanni, maybe jumps off. In the end of that cutscene. He vanishes. Heart Gold Soul Silver had a lot of really fun... They cooked so hard. The RCS event, where you just see a bunch of, like, real-world images, is still so surreal to this day. That's probably my favorite Pokemon cutscene ever. Still. Yeah, Nintendo hasn't done any DS stuff yet, chat. That's the problem. You gotta go knock on Nintendo's door and tell them. You gotta go knock on their door and tell them. Speaking of remakes, again, I don't think we talked about this, but I did save this tweet because I thought it was interesting. But basically, Centro says, remakes as we know them for main series Pokemon games are over. It's time to accept it. It's time to accept it. This is interesting, though. Pokemon BDSP wasn't supposed to exist. Game Freak originally wanted to make Legends Arceus to celebrate Sinnoh, but they were worried people wouldn't accept a different style of Legends game, so they commissioned a remake very late in development just in case. We all know the disaster that was. On the other hand, Legends Arceus was very well received. Game Freak will now revisit old regions in unique ways, not necessarily in order anymore. And I've talked about this a lot. Again, don't shoot the messenger. But we revisited Unova with Indigo Disc. We got Kalos for ZA. We're gonna get Galar in Legends 3. All the Japanese regions and that... I still can't imagine that MMO existing. I'll believe it when I see it. And I think they'll hit Alola in the DLC for Winds and Waves. That's my personal theory. We got Unova and Indigo Disc with Scarlet Violet. I think we'll get Alola, or I don't know, Hoenn or something, maybe? In the DLC for Winds and Waves. Is the Giovanni you fight in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon a fake? I don't think so. I choose not to acknowledge Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I choose not to acknowledge anything they did with the... That game came out a year after Sun and Moon did, and you can tell. You can certainly tell. Is that their shortest turnaround ever? Sun and Moon into Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? I'm not joking, it was like a year of development time. That's crazy. Imagine any game getting just a year of development time anymore. Yeah, it's not Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Archie or Maxie. It's their original Ruby Sapphire designs. They had to rush their 3DS games out. Yes, they did, and you can tell. And you can certainly tell. How do I feel about Legends Arceus? It's alright. I like the story. I like... I think for me, a lot of what bugs me about Legends Arceus comes down to gameplay. Like, a lot of the characters were fun. I like a lot of Hisui Pokemon. It's just like the strong style, the agile style stuff I never loved. Volo's great, though. After X and Y? I don't know about that. I think it's more after Black and White, too. Thanks for good luck, Band Slam. Yeah, I like the story in Legends Arceus more than I like the story in ZA, but I think I like the ZA gameplay overall more than I like the gameplay in PLA. Sun and Moon does not shut up. It's a very slow-paced game. At least in the beginning. Alright, you ready? Are you ready, kids?
Oh, leech life!
You might be able to say that after Leech Life got buffed, but certainly not back then. Gen 6, it's iconic for megas. I mean, yes, megas are iconic, but if you go back and play through X and Y, you'll notice how barren the games are of actual megas. Nobody has megas in X and Y. It is such a megaless game. It almost makes me wonder, like, it almost seems like the megas came later. They're just such a lacking part of the story in X and Y. It's like, why? Why? Where are they? Kalos has a lot of fun locations, though. Like, I love Goomy Swamp. There's a lot of neat cities. Xerneas and Yveltal are awesome legendaries. I love them. It's too bad Game Freak gives them nothing. Least favorite thing about those games? Probably the limited inventory stuff. Same thing with Red, Blue, Yellow. The limited space on the Game Boy was annoying. I feel like people terrestrialized in the story for Scarlet Violet more than Mega Evolve. They absolutely did. Like, nobody has a Mega Evolution except for, like, Karina and Lysander and Diantha. None of those bozo Elite Four people who have 4 Pokemon, they don't Mega Evolve. Like, nobody Mega Evolves in X and Y. I don't understand. Gen 6 has a great Pokedex, too. A lot of bangers. Goomy. And there's Goomy. And Goomy. And Swirlix, and Aegislash, and Hawlucha. There's a lot of bangers in that Pokedex. A lot of bangers. Yeah, and I don't think a lot of X and Y people remember how Gen 1 pandery it is. Gen 6 was your least favorite gen until 9. Valid. I mean, same thing with Diantha. They just gave all these trainers old popular Pokemon for aces. I don't think Gyarados even matches like, why did he not just get Pyroar? Why did it take him until ZA to give Pyroar an abysmal Mega Evolution? It could have had an abysmal Mega Evolution back in X and Y. The Winds and Waves champion will have Lucario as their ace. Ugh, I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, his Gyarados should have been shiny. It doesn't even match his colors. It's just like Karina. Like, she doesn't look like Lucario at all. She looks like a random skater NPC. She does not have gym leader energy in the slightest in her design in X and Y. I mean, again, you pick your Froakie or your Chespin and your Fennekin, and then Professor Sycamore shows up and basically pushes them off the table and is like, hey, would you like Charmander instead? You remember Squirtle? Here, have a Lapras. You remember Gen 1, right? I need to have a button for that. I do that joke enough. I need a button. I need a button for it. Karina's Megastone outfit is not an improvement. I like Karina a lot more in ZA than I ever did in X and Y. Because she's just like an annoying little lore character. With her and her, like, boring grandpa. Like, ugh. I feel like I'm sitting in class right now. It's just like, could they have made this more boring? Watchhog or Manetric? You yeeted Froakie for the big man? Oh, poor Froakie. Sad frog. I don't think I did, actually. I think I kept my Greninja all the way through and I boxed my Gen 1 starter. So brave. I liked my Gen 6 team. I had, I picked Greninja, and then I had Halucha on the team, I had Goodra. Who else did I have? I can always remember, like, 4 Pokemon, and I forget the last 2 that I had. I was thinking about my original Ruby team, chat, because I might be trying to recreate a little bit of that when Ruby drops soon, hopefully. Yeah, they did a lot of favoritism for Blaziken back then. I mean, probably still now. They certainly did when they gave Mega Sceptile Lightning Rod. Oh yeah, I had Tyrantrum, of course. My boy Tyrantrum. Also, X and Y is in a very unique place because this was a little bit before Pokemon Go. So the franchise was kind of on the downward after that. Or before Pokemon Go. Which is why I think they went so heavy with, like, Gen 1. Hey, here's Mega Charizard. 2 of them. We got 2 of them. Please play our game. And then they were spooked by Yokai Watch in Gen 7. I didn't realize this. But apparently... Hold on, I saved it for this exact location. Instance. I didn't realize this, but Digimon Appmon took a lot of inspiration from Yokai Watch 2. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Game Freak keeping such a close eye on Yokai Watch's explosive popularity in Japan that it influenced a lot about Gen 7. Digimon Appmon is just Digimon Yokai Watch. The fall off is insane. How did this happen? How did they have these giant franchises quaking? The Apply Drive and the Yokai Watch are the same toy. Given the time and focus on chibi monster designs, primarily is likely influenced by Yokai Watch. Ugh, that's a hideous device. Like, how did this happen, chat? How did Yokai Watch fumble so bad? I need somebody to do, like, a documentary about this. How did that franchise fall off? It had Digimon and Pokemon quaking, shaking in their boots. And then they shat themselves and died. Like, how did this happen? Somebody explain. Had Pidgeot, nice. I definitely remember how popular Yokai Watch was. Like, I was not interested in it. But it definitely was around. It had a presence. Light will have guns influenced by Pal World. I just can't picture Game Freak being scared by Pal World in the slightest. Like, it's post Pokemon Go. Like, the franchise is just smooth sailing. Like, numbers aren't down or anything. I just don't see a world in which they would ever be like, yeah, let's take blah 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 from Pal World. They get very fundamentally different gameplay between those two games. Yeah, coasting, exactly. They've been, you could argue they've been coasting for a decade plus. Pokemon universe can defeat the Marvel universe. I don't know, probably not. Like, what would have happened if Yokai Watch had continued and had been so successful? Like, I feel like Yokai Watch falling off and dying might have been a net negative for the world. I feel like... I feel like, it just... we would have been in a better place if it had succeeded and continued on. Yokai Watch Go. Exactly, Hatman, exactly. Competition's always a good thing. Hey, I remember Metabots. I liked Metabots as a kid. Yeah, I mean, people were talking about Yokai Watch the other day because of that, like, this bizarre collab that everybody was talking about. Like, that's what Yokai Watch has been reduced to now. Crossover slop collabs. God rest its soul. Whatever Yokai Watch god equivalent may rest its soul. No, it was Red Galaxy. I started with Gen 1. I mean, Power World definitely has a more interesting open world design than Paldea, that's for sure. I mean, the bar is very low, but... I miss Beyblade. I mean, I know Beyblade is still around, and I still... People talk about Beyblade a lot, honestly. I see mentions of it pretty often. But OG Beyblade back in the day was always fun. I had both, but I probably played Gold more, contrary to my name. Good behavior. No, I just like the layout to look nice. I just want the layout to look nice. Yokai Watch 4 not even releasing in the West. Massive fumble. Massive fumble. Alright. Mankey Voltorb. Mankey Voltorb. The Rays today. The studio behind Yokai Watch got caught with AI slop. Yeah, I remember that. I remember what you're talking about. Was it Professor Layton or something like that? I know what you're talking about. Always a bummer to see stuff like that. Against the Bears. I can't care for preseason. I can't find it in my heart or soul to care about preseason. We need the real shit. Do I still have my Game Boy? Unfortunately, I do not. I had a Game Boy Color Yellow. That was my first Game Boy. That was my first handheld console. What Pokemon looks like AI slop the most? The Mega Raichus? You know, that's a good selection, Cactor. I don't know if I could suggest anything better than the Mega Raichus. I don't think I could suggest anything better. Ash Greninja. Oh, you had the Pikachu Game Boy? That's awesome. I had a friend as a kid, and she had the Pokemon Center Gold Game Boy Advance. I was always like, oh, that's so sick. Yeah, I think Raichu Y is the more odd one. If Ash had a Poke-Sona. Let's put some hair on that frog. Mega Meganium. For some reason, with a lot of like AI Pokemon stuff, it's always Meganium. They always generate like some sort of green dinosaur with petals. Man, Mega Meganium makes me a little sad. It kind of reminds me of Shandy, of Mega Chandelure, where it's like, well, yeah, I guess. That's what you probably would picture. Garchomp Z kind of has that vibe to it. Which we are coming up on Worlds, chat. I keep seeing like all the banners and everything are going up in San Francisco this week. So this time next Sunday, well, actually no, Worlds will be over by then. But I will watch the closing ceremony. We'll watch a little bit of the end of VGC. It'll be a good time. We don't have Mega Typhlosion, we just have Hisui Typhlosion. Yeah, let's add more layers. Seriously. I don't think I've even fought. I've seen one Chandelure in all the hundreds of hours I've put into Champions. They hate my fire types, chat. They hate them. Unless you're Charizard Y. I saw somebody talking about that the other day. About how all the Y Megas are just so much better than the X ones. How being special is just... Special as in special attack. They're so special. No, special as in special attack. That it's just so much better to be a special attacker than a physical attacker in Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not... Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. 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 Usually the case. Mewtwo X is so sad. What were they even thinking with Mewtwo X? Mewtwo X feels like it was the 11th hour and they just had to come up with any idea at that point. Oh, let's just make him like Hitmonlee in fighting. Okay, anyway. First LeafGreen hunt about to go over odds, chat. They said it couldn't be done. They didn't think about it at all, actually. Mewtwo X's feet. Yeah, it has weird feet and stretchy legs. It's like Alakazam's... Mega Alakazam's bizarre footlock. They did Alakazam so dirty. Yeah, and then Mewtwo Y is, what if Mewtwo was a little homunculus? What if Mewtwo was a little guy? I detested Mewtwo Y. I mean, I still don't like it, but when they revealed Mewtwo Y, I was genuinely upset. I'm like, what are they doing? This is an insult to Mewtwo. I can't believe you've done this. Two more! One more! The Pokemon motorcycle, the dragons, Koraidon, Miraidon. Alright, here we go! LeafGreen dramatic effect. LeafGreen, please. There we go. Wow, full odds! LeafGreen's gone full odds. Wow, this sucks, chat. Where's my... Sigh. We are now officially over odds in both games. Yay! Lucky me. Yay.
Both Pokemon are exhausted.
Yeah, good roll. Yes. Both games, both Pokemon are exhausted. So true. Both games are exhausted. And so am I. And so am I, for that matter. God damn it. God damn it. We carry on. We keep going. I haven't been defeated. Not yet. Okay, maybe I've been a little defeated, but we're still going. I'm seeing this through, chat. I have no plans on quitting. We're seeing this through. If I have to be shiny hunting FireRed into winds and waves next year, so be it. Oh, don't say that. I shouldn't have said that. Knock on wood. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. It'll be nice for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. And I love Gen 3. I'm always down to revisit Hoenn. I was gonna say, it'd be nice if they could like re-release Platinum. I want those snow vibes. I don't want the tropical vibes anymore. I want like the fall. I guess you could do that for Black and White as well, which actually have seasons. I want those snowy fall vibes. Am I hearing sleigh bells right now in this song? That's not even intentional. Oh, this is the final song on the playlist. I've been going for 2 hours already. Wow. How about Nintendo chill music to study and work, but you've lost your mind? Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds about right. Just one of the Magnemites would be shiny. I was thinking about if I wanted to... I'm not even sure how this works. If you get shiny Nincada, does that guarantee you a shiny Sedinja? Will the Sedinja be shiny too? Palkia is always bugging. Because Nincada, there's a lot of good ghosties in Gen 3. I was thinking Shuppet or Duskull would be fun. Sedinja could be really cool. Shedinja shiny if it comes off of a shiny Nincada. See, that's sick. You get like a bonus shiny. It's like a BOGO. Buy one, get one free. That's really cool. I was thinking about Jigglypuff too. Like, unless I get Jigglypuff and FireRed, in which case that would be cool. I love Wigglytuff. But there's that route, that water route north of Rustboro where there's like a hidden little area with Swellow and Jigglypuff, which might be cool. Oh, Bagon. I love Meteor Fault. Like, that's such a cool cave. That's one of Pokemon's coolest caves. Again, be prepared for a lot of Zubat and Golbat. Yeah, if I did do Nincada, would that be an extra bonus shiny for whatever game got it? Yeah, I really like Shoal Cave. That's another good one. The tide system is super unique. And it has feel. How could you hate that? That's kind of the type of place I'd like to see return. Like a neat, unique little cave that's full of ice types. There's a lot of good water types. So if I pick Mudkip... here's the problem though. I'd want to do a few exclusives too. If I do Ruby, I'm probably going to do Shiftry or Seedot, or at least try. And then for Sapphire, I want to try Lotad. Lotad. That would be 2 water types. Yeah, it's a dungeon you don't have to go to. Exactly, Justin. You're rewarded for exploring. Imagine that. Imagine that. A lot of good fighting types in Gen 3 as well. I was thinking about Hirayama, Makuhita, Meditite, and Medicham. All 4 of those Pokemon have fantastic shinies. And Medicham was on my original team in Ruby, so I'm probably locking into Medicham. I have to figure out what route has the most Meditite. I'd love to get Skitty and Delcatty, but they're not a high percent chance of encounters. Although Skitty and Delcatty probably are some of the lesser Gen 3 shinies. Their shinies are just kind of like, okay. Abandoned water treatment facility. That sounds awesome. Yeah, how many more power plants do we need in Pokemon? Seriously. Spinda and Kecleon. I have been thinking about both of those too. For Kecleon, what would you just reset? You check it and then you reset? Favorite Pokemon side game? Ooh, that's a tough question. I mean, Pokopia probably at the moment. I was playing a little Pokopia before I went live. Yeah, why do we need power plants when we have electric Pokemon? Good question. Just send your Electabuzz to shoot some electricity. Yeah, some fire types too. I was thinking about Torkoal. Vulpix is in Gen 3. You could do Vulpix. We might try again for Vulpix. And even like Coughing and Grimer are in there, which would be cool. It was it replaced the Bode and Oraz, yeah. It's just like New Mauville. Ugh. No thanks. Let's see, who else would be neat? Absol would be pretty cool. Tropius would be very neat. I definitely want to fit Clamperl in somewhere. Clamperl would actually be a new shiny for me. You know that was the shiny one. Aw. Yeah, cast form. Could definitely attempt cast form at some point. Five Zigzagoon. Linoon's not one of my more favorite... It's probably one of my least favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, but I like the shiny. I prefer Zigzagoon just way more over Linoon. I mean, even Poochyena and Mightyena would be fun. I feel like Poochyena and Mightyena are underrated. Oh, I was also thinking about Seadra, Horsey, Kingdra are in Gen 3. Talk about one of my favorite underrated Pokemon, Kingdra. I like Obstagoon. I feel like Obstagoon and Galarian Linoon have way more personality than... I don't know, Linoon's just kind of a boring Pokemon to me. It doesn't have, like, the cuteness that Furret had. Or Zigzagoon. It doesn't help that it's had a weird model. Like, in Dynamax Adventures, you always see its, like, weird legs. They don't look like they're attached correctly. Yeah, Corsola! Corsola's in the game too, yep. Relicanth would be fun. Whalmer, purple Whalmer. I mean, even like Carvana Sharpedo could be fun. Getting to see Carvana and Sharpedo shiny in Gen 3, OG Gen 3. Like, that sounds awesome. Once again, I gotta talk about one of my favorite resources that I use. Because this is what I was using. This is what I was using here. This team planner. You can pick any game you want, even champions. And then, let's see, we'll do like Blaziken, Swallow, Azumarill, Sableye, Wailord, Camerupt. Then you can see them all shiny. That's what I've been using this tool a lot to kind of ponder. To ponder what I've wanted to do. Look how nice Swallow looks! Then you can just click on him if you want to get rid of him. Look at shiny Sedinja. He's like a light bulb. Here, let me link this. That's a great little tool. Am I ever gonna do a Coliseum hunt? Probably at some point. No plans for the immediate future, though. I would be unbothered by the bank stuff because I would not transfer it out of Coliseum. If I got a shiny in Coliseum, it's staying right there, where it belongs. But yeah, at some point, I gotta try it at some point, right? I did do a April Fool's shiny tutorial Salamence in Gale of Darkness a few years back, though. That was the only time I've ever shiny hunted anything in Gale or Coliseum, and that was fun. I didn't get anything, but it was fun. Also, heads up chat, ads are gonna play. Ad warning. Subscribe if you don't want to see the ads. I'll see you on the other side. How do you shiny hunt it? You just gotta get an Inkata shiny. And you'll get a shiny Sedinja when you get it at level 20 with Ninjask. If chat's to be believed. Which I think they're right. I think they're right. Oh, you bought heroes today? Nice. Good night, Rescue Squad. Have a good one. Actually, while ads play, chat, I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back. All right. I might have to... Hold on, let me look up that route, actually. Let's see what the percentage chance of Nincada versus Skitty versus whatever. Let's investigate. Okay, strategy, wiki, Pokemon. I don't know, Ruby. We'll look up Ruby. Currently shiny hunting Celebi and Crystal VC before bank closes. Good luck. Good luck to you as well. Alright, let's see. So it's Route 116. What are we looking at here? Okay, so we're looking at... Oh man, 2%? That's brutal! That is so brutal. Now, if it's swarming, you get a much better chance at 50. But 2% is not great. So Nincada's 20. So both in Ruby Sapphire and in Emerald, Nincada's a 20%er. Let's see, Pooch is 28. I forgot they put Abra there. I forgot that they put Abra there in Emerald. Halo's 20%. See, I think for Ruby Sapphire, I gotta do this route for at least one of those games. Because I'd be okay with Zig, I'd be okay with Halo, and Nincada, Whismur, or Skitty. Skitty, the kitten Pokemon, has the amazing ability Cute Charm. Skitty's starting attacks are quite ordinary. It learns Double Slap at 15. What about Petalburg Woods? Let's look at Petalburg Woods. Shout out to my goat, bug catcher Lyle. With a solid team of 6 level 3 Wurmples. This is another fun route. Zig, Wurmple, Silcoon, Cascoon, Talos, Shroomish, Slackoff. 15%'s not bad. 15% is not bad. Why is Whismur there when you can get at 100% odds in the tunnel? That's a great point. Honestly, great point. That's true as well, Cam. You can repel trick some of these Pokemon. That's very true. Yeah, here's another good resource, chat. Strategy Wiki. That's one of my more favorite wikis to use. Very useful. It presents you all the information you need to know, and it's clear and concise. If I got Shroomish, would that be Mushy Mush Jr.? Son of Mushy Mush? Or daughter of Mushy Mush? I need Wurmple! Chat, I need Wurmple! Although, I'd have to evolve it. I'm thinking about this now. Do I have both Beautyfly and Dusthawks? How can you beat Purple Wurmple, though? I guess I don't have to evolve it. Nobody says I have to. It's my playthrough. I could do what I want. It's my playthrough and I could do what I want. Maybe I could just keep like a level 70 Wurmple and who's gonna stop me? Let me plug my phone back in. All right. Mawile or Sableye would be fun. A trade-in bonus on consoles and shows a 3DS on the ad. I actually looked at GameStop to see how much they were selling used Switch 1s for. What was the price? I can't even remember. I just looked. They've got it for $179.99. The neon blue red, refurbished for $179.99. What's the difference between pre-owned and refurbished? Are those not very similar things? They actually have some of the unique Switches in stock, but they're like the Scarlet Violet one's $260. That's way too much. Refurbished needs to be repaired. I've never run into any bird Pokemon nicknamed Hawktua on Champions, and that disappoints me more than you know. Refurbished definitely needed a repair. Pre-owned may not be repaired or needed repaired. Interesting. I don't need anything fancy. Again, I was thinking just getting my own shells and just buying somebody's Switch 1 off of like eBay and getting shells. Talonflame. Seriously, no Corviknights have been named that? You know how bad it would feel to get body pressed and owned by Corviknight, a Corviknight named Hawktua? A Lucha. These are all great choices. These are all personally great choices. Korean barbecue. That sounds delicious. What Pokemon knows spit up? Swalot. Wait a minute, I've got it. I've got the perfect Gen 3 shiny hunt. Gulpin. It's time. I was thinking about Manectric, which they appear on the same route. Gulp. What were they thinking with those moves, by the way? What were they thinking with, like, spit up? I'm not following their train of thought there. They're really bad moves, too. Like, just in-game, they're not moves you want to use, really. I mean, Slugma's in Fiery Path. The Gulpin Slugma Dream Team. I think Rhydon's in the game, too. Hold on. Totodile, Zubat, Mareep. Very nice. Is this Nintendogs music that I'm hearing? Joyous. The nostalgia when I hear Nintendogs music is crazy. The Hall of Fame would shut down. Steven would see my team and he would be reduced to tears. Swallow is okay. That's one of those types of moves that I feel like would not have ever existed in modern Pokemon. It feels archaic. It's almost kind of charming in a way. I think Pelipper gets access to all those moves too, but I can't think of the last time I've ever seen a Pelipper. Swallow. Ha 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 ha. Any early fire Pokemon you can get in Johto except for the starter? The classic fire conundrum. Slugma's in outside of Celadon on Bike Path, isn't it? You could get Growlithe. I'm pretty sure you could grab a Growlithe. Yeah, or Magmar. That's fun too. When you're in like Goldenrod. Crazy thunderstorm happening in your area. Man, it's storming all over the place. It was storming here earlier. I don't know if my microphone picked up some of the thunder, but it was booming. Only Crystal has the egg for Magby, or potentially Magby. Also, tomorrow, chat, I think we're gonna do some Dynamax adventures. The Return of the Max. Got more rain than expected summer here. I feel like it's been raining more in August than it has most of the summer so far. Odd Egg Pokemon is legitimate unless you deleted the exclusive move Dizzy Punch. Amateur Hour. No Phantom Nova. I'll get it because it's time for the pity pull. It's time for the Phantom Nova pity pull. There it is. Wow. I did it. No Inori. And no second Aegiachusmon. Womp womp, wompity womp. That's so funny. Oh, your Pokemon's illegal? Even though it's a Pokemon we made? Oh, you got the Galaxy 1 and 2, 1 and 2? They released them as a pack, right? I can't even remember. I want to play some Mario, replay some Mario before the next 3D game, whenever that is. They never updated Bank to let you transfer the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Totem Pokemon. Small indie company. You always get Togepi, but you get a random egg from the daycare worker that has a random baby Pokemon in it, in Crystal. No, I haven't played it yet. Why don't they hire specific people to, like, vet this shit? Why does everything Game Freak does feel so amateur? You have like $1 trillion. Why? Where is all this money going? $2027, yeah. Because Ocarina is going to be Nintendo's big Christmas game this year. If they ever get around to telling us about it. That's true as well. The odd egg has a very high chance of being shiny. Which is one of the few times I can think that this franchise has ever done that. What's up, Survivor? That will probably be Nintendo's big game for next year. I don't know what other Nintendo Switch 2 consoles we'll get, chat. We're gonna get one for Ocarina, the Ocarina remake. I think we'll get one for the new Mario, and I think we'll get one for Winds and Waves. I don't know if Nintendo has any other heavy hitters they're hiding for next year's release, but they're just releasing a Fire Emblem, so no Fire Emblem 1. Splatoon Raiders just came out, so I don't think there'll be any Splatoon next year. Yeah, Mario and Pokemon are gonna be cha-ching cha-ching for Nintendo next holiday. Yeah, if you had told me when Odyssey came out that I'd have to wait almost 10 or over 10 years potentially for the next 3D Mario, I'd have been like, what the hell? No! Why? I think the Animal Crossing Switch was one of the best sellers. When I was looking up Switch 1 shells, I kept seeing the New Horizons Switch shells popping up. Star Fox Adventures remake. I feel like that would never happen, but I would love that. I would pop off. I'm one of the 3 biggest fans of that game. Yeah, there's been rumors for a new Wario game for a while. I hope it's like a Wario Land and not another WarioWare game. Like a genuine Wario game. I never have either, Dragoon. That's... They're just... I've never had any desire... I'm sure they're fine games. I'm sure they're perfectly fun. They're just not for me. Smoke about a Chrono Trigger remake. I feel like that was... I can't believe Chrono Trigger hasn't had a remake in all these years. That feels like it would do gangbusters. Okami 3. Square Enix keeps talking down to Chrono Trigger fan remakes. They're too busy posting Dragon Quest AI slop on Twitter. mean, they finally have started marketing for Kingdom Hearts 4. Did they say Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out on the Switch too? I can't remember. That'll probably do quite well. Don't want a Chrono Trigger remake because it could possibly be episodic. I feel like the episodic stuff has not worked out for Final Fantasy VII. Like, I feel like that approach... They'd be foolish to do that again. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 will probably sell quite well. Are there any other big games coming out next year? Wasn't there a rumor about some Metroid stuff? I could see a Metroid game announced this year. Yeah, that's right. Metroid Ravenous. I keep forgetting that's the title. That's a sick title. Metroid Ravenous. Forgetting Bing Bing Wahoo, man. I feel like the fact that it's been a decade since Odyssey, they're just putting... I mean, it's a 3D Mario game. Of course it's gonna have hype, but... when you're going so long between game releases... you better put out a damn good game. You better put out a damn good game. It's like Elder Scrolls 6. Like... Todd, listen. Todd, you better be cooking over there, brother. Brother Todd. If we've waited like 20 years since Skyrim and you put out a wet fart, it's over. It's over. The remake trilogy take over 10 years. Has it been that long? I feel like the second one they released for the FF7 remake, like, people just did not give a shit. I mean, it's the middle part of the story. That's maybe inevitable. But then Square Enix demands every game sell like 5 trillion copies, so... I can't believe they're making more content for Starfield. Can we cut our losses and move on? I don't care if the game has a loyal, like, tiny fan base. Fuck them. Find a better game to play. Not my problem. Literally use those resources and employees for anything else, please. Who did I hear talk about Prime 4 the other day about the green gems? I always hear about the wretched green gems in Prime 4. Yeah, more Fallout 76 content. Oh boy. Fallout 5 when we're all in the retirement home. As if we'll be able to retire. Trying to revive it like Cyberpunk. Ugh. The game literally calls them green crystals. That's so funny. Secret Stone? Demon King? That was the imprisoning war. I wish the next 3D Zelda wasn't so far off. I am so curious where we're going. Like, what direction are we going after this? That might be the game I'm most, like, curious about. Like, if I could see into the future, have a premonition, a vision about one game, like, maybe besides Winds and Waves or the Legends Galar game, it would be the next 3D Zelda. I think so, Justin. I think we're gonna get a big Zelda Direct in September or October. Probably September. And they're gonna go over Ocarina Remake. And they're gonna show a teaser trailer for the movie for the first time. Because that's how they hyped up the original Mario movie. Remember that iconic Miyamoto Direct where they announced the cast and everybody was like, huh? Busy stomping Koopas. I loved watching reactions to that Direct. There were so many funny ones. People's just disbelief at the cast. This is Miyamoto. My favorite tweets. Hey guys, it's your boy, Miyamoto. Fallout New York City. That could be cool. The OG Rizzler Miyamoto. I would pay money to hear Miyamoto say the word Rizzler. I would pay real money to see that. Alright, chat, give me 1 second. BRB for 1 second. Yeah, have there been any rumors on what where Fallout 5 is gonna be? Have there been any, like, credible leaks? Do we know? Oh, Jesus, my glasses are filthy. Glasses cleaning break. Staten Island could be a massive garbage dump. They should do some of upstate New York. Throw Syracuse in there. I don't know, for fun. Midwest Chicago. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Buffalo Wild. Buffalo Wild Wings, official Fallout sponsor. You get to go to a post-apocalyptic B-dubs. The mango wings, they're still good. I'd like to see them do something crazy. I feel like both Hawaii and Alaska would be really neat locations for a Fallout game. Good night, Cacturn. Have a good one. Buffalo Wild Wings. Now we're talking. Thanks for all the follows tonight, everybody. Appreciate you all. We'll keep going for a little bit longer, and then tomorrow we'll do some Dynamax adventures, and we'll continue on with FireRed and LeafGreen next week. And it's Worlds Week, so that'll be fun. The last week in August, how has that happened? You got a lot of little cozy towns in Alaska, too, that would be fun to translate to Fallout. Time flies when FireRed's not getting a new shiny. True. Oh, man. Yeah, Pokemon Bank closes the day before Pokemon Day in February. That's really funny. I'll remember the date now because it's the day before Pokemon Day. Say goodbye to your precious old Pokemon! I tried to say that with the inflection of Weevil going, say goodbye to Exodia. Yeah, happy Pokemon Day! Your Pikachu is dead. Like, it's getting fully shut down. Pokemon Bank. Fully shut down. Oh, gonna fight Claire. That's fun. I love Claire. Alaska expansion in FO3. Oh, the Arctic power armor, that is cool. I want to see a Fallout, like, Leviathan type monster, like an underwater big whale, mutated whale monster. That'd be sick. That would be cool. I'm interested in the remakes for 3 in New Vegas. Because I've seen those games be played, but I've never played them myself, so it'd be fun to actually play them. I've only played 4. But the franchise is a lot of fun, and I'm fond of it. Transfer these mons with a per box Pokemon fee. Pogo already does it. Oh boy. can't wait to see Liam Neeson dad in HD. It's gonna be great. North Carolina. We know so many of Bethesda's games that they're working on, but they all feel like they're so many years out still, after all this time. It's hard to get excited for games that feel so far away. The Dead Hand. I can't wait to see how all those monsters look. I hope they... One of my fears with the Ocarina remake is that they kind of sand it too much. Not saying Ocarina of Time is like, oh, super edgy or anything like that, but it definitely has some scary things in it. They better remain scary, Enuma. Keep them scary. Do not babyify them, please. One fear. Many fear. Yeah, the well is genuine. There's some genuinely scary things in Ocarina. The Skulltula people, like, what are they gonna look like? That might be the scariest thing in Ocarina. Those are freaky guys. The Great Fairies. I love the way they did the fairies in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm almost not afraid of the fairies. Babyify the Shadow Temple. The Shadow Temple has some medieval torture devices down there. And spots of, like, red blood. Or if you put... They censored it here, didn't they? Where it's green? Or was that the 3DS version? Where it all turned into Nickelodeon slime? You'll definitely have toggleable blah 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 blah. You'll be able to toggle the iron boots for sure. I mean, they let you do that in the 3DS version. That's another thing I wonder as well. How is it going to stack up to the 3DS remake? Because the 3DS remake was pretty much perfect. I thought the 3DS remake was fantastic. The look of the game was perfect. They didn't change anything. They updated things to be more modern. Like, the 3DS remake was perfect. First print run on the N64 had blood and... Oh, the... Listen, can we bring the chanting back? Just, instead of doing, like, Islamic chants, just make up some, like, Hyrulean words. The Fire Temple is worse off without the chanting. Yeah, even the Royal Family Tomb. When you first pick up the Sun Song, like, that's a scary place, too. Like, the whole graveyard is pretty creepy with Dampé. With Quasimodo-ass Dampé waddling around it. No offense to my boy Dampé, of course. Love him. He's the GOAT. Even Pose. Like, I thought Pose were scary as a kid. You know what? You're right. That's really what we're missing in modern Zelda games. We need those delicious boss keys back. Yeah, there's some dark shit happening in Kakariko. I want to hear the music. Is it going to be all orchestral? What style of music are they going to go with? Because that's one of the most important parts, of course. Like, how is, the Spirit Temple gonna sound? Gerudo Fortress? The plug for the long shot. Yeah, if you're in Kakariko, you probably don't want to think about the water you're drinking. Essence of Skulltula and Bubble. What's up, Joshua? The title screen. There's so many things that are perfect about Ocarina, I'm scared. Agree, though. Like, that title screen is peak. Ooh, Fortress and Hitmonchan. Very nice. That's a fun team. Make sure you bring your Golbat to Goldenrod City in the basement area and give it haircuts so you'll boost its affection. Little pro tip. I'm still scared about the art style, chat. I did not really like the look at Homunculus Link in the 2-second clip they showed us. I'm still kind of like, Can we see a little bit more Nintendo, please? What's up, Bulba? Golbat with the low taper fade. That's the new regional evolution in Winds and Waves. Wearing suspenders. His head looked so big! I don't know if it was just the camera angle or what, but he really did look like a homunculus. Yeah, I mean, the Happy Mask Salesman is in Ocarina. We'll get to see him. I don't know if they're gonna do Majora after this, but we'll get to see the Happy Mask Salesman at least. One thing I hope they kind of tweak is... well, I don't know how you could tweak it. I always thought the big goofy stones you lift with, like, the gold gauntlets were kind of dumb. Not the idea of, like, lifting a big boulder, but... the stones always looked a little... it's like, who put these here? Ganondorf? Did he do this? Like, who put these boulders here? That's a big boulder. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. Yes, that too, Eric. The ice arrows. The ice arrows were just kind of like, well, I guess. It's like, sure. I guess. You can have ice arrows. Miyamoto said, here you go. You can have some ice arrows as a little treat. What's up, Atlas? Thanks. My night would get 10 times improved if I could get a freaking shiny. Both FireRed and LeafGreen are protesting at this point. We're trying. We out here. The luck is somewhere else. I wish I could find out where it went, though. I haven't had any shiny luck lately, chat. VTuber guy. You mean Terriermon? Tomorrow we're gonna play some Dynamax Adventures, chat. I've got No, I've got better odds than these two games. I feel like I've been doing Dynamax for a while. You might be right, Dragoon. It does feel like ever since Safari Week, the vibes have been off. I don't know, August has kind of sucked, to be honest with you, chat. Just off-stream stuff, too. August has just kind of been like, well, I'm ready for September. I'm ready for the next month now. I mean, I kind of was like that in July, too. Surely next month will be better. Maybe it's just this stanky year. Well, like I said, we've got Worlds coming up this week, so at least that's something. Yeah, summer does suck. Real. I keep checking the weather where I'm like, oh, is it gonna be in like the 40s yet? No. No, I'm afraid not. I still have highs of 70. Oh god, it's gonna be 93 on Tuesday, the first day of September. Oh, with a low of 76. That's putrid. Yeah, who likes preseason? It's just like, can we get to the real stuff? Can we get to the stuff that counts already? Yeah, all the bugs. Ugh. I feel like mosquitoes have been really bad this year. Every time I go outside, I gotta be quick. Otherwise, they will find me. Yeah, I've had to... There must be, like, a hole or something in my window. Because I've had to put slugs outside, and this happens every year. They get in, which I'm not sure why they want to be in my home. But then I have to collect them on, like, some paper and toss them back outside. Because I don't want to squish them. Because, like, gross. I don't need slug guts on my wall. But it's like, why are you in here? Get out! Nobody asked. Mosquitoes have been tearing your ass up this year. I swear, they've been bad. The Super Bowl and the new commercials it brings. We haven't had good Super Bowl commercials in like a decade, though. I feel like the era of funny Super Bowl commercials is over. Put salt on them. I mean, I think these slugs might be invasive. Or they're not native. I can't remember what the case is, but I don't think I could do that. They're just like, I don't know, little guys. I don't want them in my house, but like, I don't want to moita them. Even little spiders these days, as long as they're not like in my room. As long as they're not in my room or like around my own space, it's like, all right, dude, get out of here. Go on, go. The only thing I will not tolerate are house centipedes. They get no mercy from me. They're also some of the world's foulest creatures. Ugh. Yeah, they love moisture, so they're often in bathrooms, basements, kitchens. And, a fun fact, their legs will move after you squish them. Like a zombie. It's very upsetting. They're also fast as hell, which they have lots of legs. I guess that makes sense. They're like the Barry Allen of... I don't think... What are centipedes? They're not insects. They're... Spawn of Satan? Evil? They're part of the evil family? Freaks! What's up, Lugia? Arthropods, that's right. Which most arthropods are cool. I got no problem with most arthropods, but... Centipedes are just foul. They have these stripes, like the house centipedes have these stripes on them. I don't know if I had like a great ancient relative that was killed by one or something, but I swear it activates like a primal, a primal fear. I hate them. Yeah, our only roach Pokemon is, Pheromosa. And even then, she's more runway model than cockroach. Famous roach in Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, Max C. Like, I had a roly-poly in my house not too long ago, and I was like, hey, buddy, what are you doing in here? And then I put him outside. A previous life. Ugh. I don't know, is it just me? The idea of reincarnation is terrifying. I don't want to be reborn as a baby and be forced to live another life. That sounds like... that shit gives me nightmares. Oh, I love Roachmon. Roachmon's fun. Yeah, millipedes... See, millipedes don't bother me. They're out there chilling underneath logs with a lot of legs. It's like, you know what? Good for you, millipede. Live your life. The B-52s. Yeah, pillbugs are great. Not want to live in this world again. Seriously, I'm not even joking. I genuinely find the idea of reincarnation to be extremely unpleasant and upsetting. Like, think of all the awful situations you could be potentially born into again. Ugh. You know, it's funny when it's like, haha, Trisha Paytas, new baby, it's King Charles or whatever. But, yikes. Quantum immortality? What is quantum? I know what immortality is. What makes it quantum? Four times over odds. Like, what if you're reincarnated into being a house centipede? Like, that just sounds horrible. Then your only friends would be other centipedes. Actually, I don't think they have friends. They're nasty and aggressive. That's true, by the way. House centipedes are aggressive. Don't... They will bite you. The version of yourself that never dies, no matter how statistically unfeasible it is, you'd still age. Oh man, you'd be like a bag of bones. That would be awful. Speaking of awful, chat, Twitch is gonna play some ads. The last ads of the night. I'm using 2 controllers, 1 Joy-Con in each hand. LeafGreen is on the Switch 1, FireRed is on the Switch 2. A vending machine. This music is oddly appropriate right now. Giant centipedes in video games scare you more than spiders do. Same. There's a moment in Resident Evil 7, which has some of the scariest sections in all of Resident Evil, where Ethan has to, like, squeeze, you know, the load zone classic. We have to squeeze through a tight corridor so the game can load covertly. But it's, like, oozing centipedes and stuff, because you have the mother that's, like, the Miss Bug lady. What was her name? Marguerite? And it's just like, centipedes are falling on Ethan. I would have... Ethan's stronger than I am. My favorite mold dad. Ethan's stronger than I am. Man, I love Resident Evil 7. I cannot believe I've been in this route for almost 30,000 encounters. Jesus. Good lord. Come on, FireRed. You are not being a team player. Oh, a rad scorpion. Even the rad roaches are gross, too. I have to think about... Roachy Griffin McElroy in Justin McElroy's Monster Factory about Fallout 4 with my girl Pam. It's Roachy! He's the raddest roach. You run into the rad roaches before you even exit the vault in 4. They're waiting for you. The raddest roach. Yeah, Fallout's got some pretty gross guys. I feel like Skyrim, like the Elder Scrolls series, could use more of those kind of like freaky deaky enemies. I don't know, is anybody really frightened by mud crabs? Like a lot of Skyrim Elder Scrolls enemies are just wolf, giant crab. I love the Yeti that attacks you when you scale the mountain to get to the Greybeards for the first time. Fight giant bugs all the time. It's gotta be the presentation, right? This song is not labeled. What am I at? An hour 16. I'm just listening to this. Oh, whoops. Here we go. Yeah, for some reason when they're like glossy, I know exactly what you mean. It just adds like an ick element to it. The snow troll drops a sweet roll. Hey, that guy took my sweet roll. Are we gonna get an arrow to the knee joke? Oh, come on, Joy-Con. We're almost done, Joy-Con. Come on. You can do it. Is there gonna be an arrow in the knee joke in Elder Scrolls 6? You would drop a sweet roll. I would drop a giant wheel of cheese. I love the giant cheese wheels in Skyrim. They're my favorite. Also, it makes me think of Sheogorath. Yeah, Skyrim didn't have a lot of my favorite Elder Scrolls NPCs overall. I do hope that they get better at NPCs. Like, get whoever wrote a lot of the NPCs in Fallout 4. Fine, I'll switch Joy-Cons. A clue scroll for someone's car keys. I would drop like a Garchomp, a wheel of cheese, a Garchomp keychain, and maybe like some stickers. Good lord, FireRed. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that like every 5 minutes. Yeah, some cats just don't meow. They're not mewers. Jackson can't meow. He weets.
Here is a present for you.
Hey, Proto Man, thanks for gifting a sub. I appreciate it. Whoops, I didn't get my... LeafGreen keeps slacking on the encounters. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, cats wailing. I mean, dogs wailing is pretty not pleasant to hear either. A while ago, I was sitting in my room and I heard like a barking outside and it was a red fox. That was cool. I don't get to see red foxes very often. And I heard it. I'm like, what the hell is that? Because it didn't sound like a dog, but it was like a bark. And I look outside and I see a red fox trot by. I was like, oh, sick. I need a red fox to pass by and give me some luck. I need the luck of the red fox. The mail glitch for Luxury Balls post-game? Maybe. We'll see. That's definitely something to think about. Boofs. A bobcat screech. What's the animal where they use it in like horror things all the time because it sounds just terrifying? Like if you heard it in a dark forest at night, you'd probably shit your pants. Yeah, because I wanna get Deoxys and some Lux Balls. No, definitely not a screaming goat. Hollywood thinks that's really funny. Yes, Sasquatch. Has every US state had a Sasquatch sighting, or is there one that hasn't? Have they seen squatches in... I bet Hawaii doesn't have one. I almost wish Sasquatch was real, just because, like, that sounds fun and cool and mysterious. The cute charm glitch, would I keep the file? Sure. That sounds crazy to roll it randomly, why not? A Sasquatch Pokemon? The only thing we have is like, Abomasnow Yeti. I would love some more cryptid Pokemon, chat. Mothman, a Squatch. It's illegal to kill a Sasquatch in some states. It's nice to know that mythical creatures get better protections than some endangered animals. The Jersey Devil. I think a jackalope would be really neat. Which I'm pretty sure jackalopes originated in, like, Wyoming. It was, like, two taxidermist brothers who, like, did a little prank. I mean, it looks like it could be real, a jackalope is a rabbit with deer antlers. If you've never seen one. if you're unaware. I feel like that hype train was very late. Twitch's trains are missing their timing. Cryptids have logical explanations. I mean, there's so much surveillance these days. If any of those types of creatures existed, we would have seen them. It's fun to think about, though. It is, in fact, fun to think about. Jackalopes were based on rabbits with weird horn-sprouting fungal infection. No, they're from Wyoming! They're from the great state of Wyoming. I don't know anything about Wyoming. Well, now I do. I know that jackalopes originated from there. Fun fact. If Yetis or any of those types of creatures existed, there probably would be, like, lots of carnage caused. Think about how dangerous things like gorillas or chimpanzees are, and now you have a human-sized one? Uh-oh. Wow, Wyoming doesn't even have 1 million people living in it? That makes sense, I guess. Too horny. Ho ho ho. Green giant. Yeah, if you go through like the middle part of the country, like Nebraska, Kansas, those types of states, you can drive and drive and drive and there's no civilization for many, many, many miles. Yeah, if they were real, they would have been hunted to extinction in like the 1800s. I mean, buffalo were almost hunted to extinction. Oh, you do not want to mess with a polar bear. That's one of the last animals I would wanna I would wanna see. It's like that and a hippo. I'm getting the hell out of there. Lapras. If it's white, say goodnight. I don't really want to be around any bears, but yeah, polar bears in particular. I mean, I've seen like, you know, bears from like the car, you know, like mother bears with cubs or, you know, just a single bear passing through. But that's from the safety of a vehicle. Hate hippos because of Hippowdon. Hippowdon is giving hippos a bad name. Yeah, one of the most infamous buffalo hunters was old Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bill Cody. Who then started doing like Wild West inspired shows, and that inspired the Western. Also, this is just a random fact about Buffalo Bill Cody, but he was in an awful train accident. One of the trains, like he had like 4 different cars for his show. And the train on the other side pulled out thinking that it was just a one-train car. And the trains collided and killed 97 of his 100, like, workhorses. Jeez. Those poor horses. Jeez. Imagine losing almost your entire trained horses. Became a football team. I think he's from Iowa. I think Buffalo Bill is from Iowa. If memory serves. Saddled with a horrible fate. Horse joke. Horse jokes. Maybe we would have been spared. That is some really, really weird Buffalo Bill history right there. Anytime I hear about, like, ye olden days like that, it's just like, wow, how did anybody live? Life back then sounded really awful. Speaking of, I got a bunch of, like, depressing old train facts for you all. There used to be a thing called an orphan train, where they would take orphans pretty much from New York City. Most of them got their orphans from New York City. And they would ship them off to farms all over the country to go work. They were called orphan trains. Imagine getting plucked from your awful situation as an orphan in New York City and then being sent to go work on a farm. Good lord. They weren't allowed any personal belongings or photos, and they were given like a Bible and like a shirt. That's all they were allowed to have. High quality orphans. Bagels and orphans. So before like modern child protective services existed, you used to be taken away from your parents if they couldn't take care of you. working on a farm seems grueling. Like, I'd rather pal around in the city than work on a farm. Ugh. But yeah, that's weird to think about. The government used to take you away from your family if your parents could not afford to feed you. Yeah, the most I would want to do is like have a garden. I think running like a giant farm sounds pretty miserable, really. Countryside, so boring. You're so far away from anything. Like, think of how long it would take you to just go to the grocery store. Boston Dynamic robots. Did you guys see the funny robot clip from I saw the other day going around where it was a robot that ran straight into like a big mat, fell over and like sparked and died? It was very funny. Here, my favorite part of this clip, by the way, watch for the end. Watch the guy at the end. The guy at the end made me laugh out loud when I first saw this clip. Watch. Yeah, Robot Olympics in Beijing is where this came from. But it's a great time if you haven't seen it, chat. Again, watch the guy at the end. It's the best part. Oh shit. The crowd reacting too. You could hear her go. Oh. That guy immediately backs away from it. No, that wasn't me. I mean, he's booking it. He's really moving. Oh, but then he dies. Oh, he's dead. He's dead now. That guy at the end. That motherfucker sent some sparks out. Sheesh. He ran so hard into the mat that he died. The end. The skedaddle backwards. How much was that robot? How many dollars? How many yuan did that cost, the owner? Alright, chat, we'll get to 8,500 and we'll do the champs check tonight. Why not? For the fans. I'm not messing with Zapdos, chat. I have nothing in my inventory that I'm not prepared. Listen, if it was shiny, I'd probably be screwed. I'm not prepared for it. What's in my bag right now? I mean, I have 45. I do have a Master Ball, but I don't want a Master Ball is for not winners. I mean, I also have Venusaur, who would probably die. I'm not ready. No shiny in FireRed is diabolical. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Am I seriously gonna go over 30K? All right, one more. One more check. Yeah, Masuda might have climbed through my window and, like, put a hex on my Switch too, chat. He might have put a hex on my Switch too, because that's what it feels like. Ah, you're still struggling with Alpha Donuts. My condolences. See, I might be approaching 4 times odds, but at least I'm not making donuts with Ansha. I have to look at the bright side of things. Fries. Alright, let's do the champs check. Go to the layout, because my... Actually, it's not cropped too bad on mobile. Bit more cropped on the regular layout. Oh, I can't wait for the new regulation in this game. I guess I can turn the volume back on. Aw, it's not Failings Friday. Is that a timer ball, Stunfisk? Why? Alakazam the Sleepy. Me too, brother. Gorgeist the Reluctant. I too would be reluctant if I wanted to battle as a Gorgeist. I always forget Rhyperior's in the game. More access to tickets for type tickets. Yes, I agree. A new stadium. Yeah, this game needs a big update. I think it's time for Champions to do a big update. Oh boy, I got 12 quick Koopa. Actually, I think there's a code for this game. Isn't there a code for Champions right now? Where do we redeem codes in this game? Okay, world. Do they have to make these codes so long, chat? World champ. 1-0. World champion. N. S. 2-6. Ah, we did it! A mystery gift has been found! Your gift will be sent to your mailbox. Wow, they don't even give you, like, a little... You don't even get any, like, noise or fanfare. They're just like, anyway. So you get 5,000 VP, chat, if you redeem that code. I don't know. If you play Champions, or every now and then play Champions, you might as well. I certainly am not shy on VP, though, but I don't know, why not? You might as well. Lead it. Yeah, can they give us, like, type tickets? Seriously. I don't know. Is there anything different going on? Probably not. 16 days left in the season. Is this the last season for this regulation? I think it is. I think after these 16 days, it'll be a new regulation. Thank God. I hope it's decent. Nope. Hippo is number 6. Blah. Delphox, Dragonite, Metagross are very high. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm definitely ready for some new Pokemon in this game, chat. Alright, let's get into Shield for tomorrow. Yeah, we need Salamence, we need Absol, Lucario Z, Tatsugiri. When's the last time I got a shiny in Dynamax? Oh, in June! Listen, chat, tonight we're gonna do some Dynamax adventures, and I'm going to hope against all hope that I get a shiny, because the shiny well has been dry for too long. It's been dry for too long. So thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. We will try again another day. I know, June, like, bruh. We will try again. Return to the max tomorrow, chat. Maybe I can pick up Nihilego or Articuno or, I don't know, like Zygarde or something. You know, something like that might be spicy. Yeah, the summer shiny drought needs to end, chat. So we'll do some Dynamax adventures tonight, and we'll carry on with FireRed, LeafGreen next week. Worlds is coming up, so it's going to be fun. But thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the follows, all the gifted memberships, the gifted subs. Appreciate all the support, chat. It does help a lot. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out while I lose my mind playing FireRed. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye. Ta-ta. Bye.